The skies were crisp and clear on the big day. No matter where you guys wandered, the only thing to see on this modern barrier were people, and even more people, all forming massive, intricate lines. Okay, so we're actually on the convention now.
一体どこにこれだけのナードどもが生息していたのか。
In homes! You expect them to walk around? Come on. Like normal day? It was still 2 hours until the opening, yet the twisting lines in front of the entrance had already extended into the distance, like the bodies of the gargantuan snakes. That said, it didn't feel as cramped as one would have expected. This was, after all, one of the largest open spaces in Ariake, known as the Savannah. Oh, okay. In the decades before Arue was born, this land used to be a gulf that connected to the world's largest ocean. As one could quite evidently see, though, there was no longer a sign of drop of water to be found anywhere around the place. The gulf was all destroyed by the forbidden missiles during the revolution. What? And this field ended up being the first plot of artificial land to be built over its remains. Okay. Yet the question would rightfully surface. Should manipulating the land and the seas be impossible for mankind? I mean, they have nanotechnology, okay? Yeah. It's all boiled down to seals. The power of the single seal could cause withered trees to bear fruit. Wait, what? Really? And shrubbery to sprout on desolate wastelands. Polluted waters would evaporate and oceans would dry up, allowing lush green fields to prosper in their stead. I think they kind of exaggerate here. I don't think you get suddenly some magical powers because of your seal. It was nothing short of an act of God, the manipulation of the world, their ecosystem. Nanomachine technology continued to advance. Okay, so it actually is possible with nanotechnology. Okay. Huh. Well, they're even more advanced than I thought. Nanomachine technology continued to advance at breakneck speed, allowing scientists to effectively harness the power of gods. But that would be a story for another day. Okay. As for the people whose feet were currently planted firmly on the surface of that man-made miracle, okay, do we all agree that we should line up for 175 first? The lines go really fast. I imagine we would barely even have to wait at all if we went there after lunch. Man, I really need to take a leak. Anyone else wanna come? Just go on your own, dude. I mean, if you think you can handle the bathroom lines they have near 175th booth. Okay, fucking noobs, man. Fucking noobs need to die, man. What is that? Okay, sure. You were napping to you were a nappies to cons. It's like the basics of the basics, for God's sake. How much did you bring? 2,000 monies. Okay. Whoa, not that much. Okay. Hey Miho, who's your cosplaying guest today? Nanami from Magical Lobbyist. Lobbyist. Okay. Also, what reference is that? To which series? Nanami from Magical Lobbyists. Nanami. I don't know, it doesn't sound like anything. I felt like maybe Nanoha or something, but nah. I don't know, maybe you know, you can let me in the comments if you have an idea. It's not like a super skimpy outfit, can't wait. Okay, so definitely not Nanoha. So something else. Everyone seems to be in the high spirits. As a reminder, there was still a good 2 hours left until the con would open. Yet it was exactly during these hours that expectations run rampart among the crowd. And how did all this excitement affect Arue, who was attending for the first time? Well, she's in panic.
なんかお腹痛くなってきたかも。あるね。大丈夫？み
みんなエネルギー充填バッチリって感じで、アルティメット陰キャの私はそのプレッシャーだけで死んで。
逆に考えるです。これだけ人がいれば同胞の漫画を買うものも相当。
I think like the main thing is like if you want to be sure that you at least sell something as a Chuusotsu is to not show that you have no seal. Like superstition that people have in this world is that like if you are Chuusotsu you are nothing and we should not bother with you. So basically if you keep this hidden then yeah, someone may buy something from you even if you're a new artist. If they see just they just judge a book by the cover, basically. That's the problem here.
そうですよね。もしかしたら隣のサークル目当ての人が間違えて買うかもしれないし。
You accidentally will buy something.
ある絵前向きだね。
Wow. In all the wrong ways. Okay, attention, all doujin groups. Please head inside through here.
ある絵。行こう。
Okay, may I see your ticket?
はい。
As I was busy trying to dig up her attendee ticket. It will sound right across the savannah of Iraq. Wait, did she lost it? Oh my god. You serious? Not a single cloud blotted the blue sky. Yet there it was, clear as day, an enormous shadow upon the ground.
二人ともあれ。
What's happening? Okay, never mind. A fortress in the sky. Okay, what's going on? The birds fleeing in panic. Upset air currents. There's some epic background music, but it's kinda silent. Yeah, I can barely hear it probably if I speak, so I went silent for a second there. Like insects crawling up on the ground, the people down below all looked up at the giant monument in the sky. And what did they say? Indeed, it was...
あれが会場。
What?
ビッグザイト。
まるで砦か要塞。
This is reference to something. This is reference to something.
そうかな。私には。ところで、一体どうやってな。
Granting permission for a doujin group ascension. What's going on? A beam of light shot out from the big side bottom part and engulfed every single doujin participant. Okay, we just got abducted by aliens now. That's called a tractor beam. It's a technology inspired by the ancient UFO concepts. Yeah.
頭に変なチップとか埋め込まれたりしませんよね。
Ha! You certainly have old-fashioned ideas for someone so young. Relax. We've been using this technology for years. Thing is though, once you get in there, you won't be able to leave. Right, I've confirmed your tickets. I will beam you free up right away.
ちょっと。ある絵。観念して先に。
トラクタービーム。一度体験して。
Wow.
後々世界統括者との。
Yeah, I did not expect that to have like UFO actually. Coiled are surrounded around both sides. And she was pulled away like they captured the little grey alien. They actually pulled the sprite up. And so, Morisugawa Arue, or rather the doujin artist Morisugawa Chika, finally entered the stadium. Okay. Sure. Okay, there we are in the convent. Inside the stadium, it looks pretty normal. No, not this one, this one. Okay, sure.
楽しかったね。ある絵。
Oh my god.
気持ち悪い。降りるとき、リバらない自信ゼロです。ある絵、大丈夫？
理解の浅い小色さんのためにアララが翻訳する。 世界を救う使命を
How is this simple
あ
explanation?
のような技術を有していない自分に胸が悪くなる
Oh my god.
同胞は言っているでしょ
Yeah, of course, of course. Yeah.
それでいいです。
Aru inhaled a deep breath. It managed to make her feel slightly better. Empathizing slightly. Was it the feeling of weightless that made her feel sick? No, it wasn't just that. Okay, and there's people. Hey, the poster crooked on the right. Stop screwing around with them, bosses. How many times do I have to repeat myself? Don't put your original characters on the cover, goddammit. Why not? Is it because like original characters are like unknown and people like less likely going to buy them? Here's the end of the line for handshake and signatures, and no skipping. Try it, and I swear to God I will strangle you myself. If it isn't, if it still doesn't sell today, I'm just gonna end it all. Jesus. I want to change genres. Okay.
何この空気。
It was positively oppressive, right before a decisive battle.
この木胸がざわつく。
はい。さっきからそれがあれぐらいの気合がなきゃ売れないんだ。なんだか思ってた雰囲気と。
我々のスペースはここのようだ
Okay, so I assume these are like pictures from real like convention or something, and like there's like a filter on it. I think like these are like actually pictures from like real convention. So these are like probably real artworks that were like on this convention as well. Do I recognize any of this? I don't think so. It's just colors. But yeah, seems like this is just a picture of the hall with the convention and stuff. Okay. That's how it looks like at least.
狭い
いいえ、これで十分です。今日は頑張りましょ
おお同胞からチャクラのたぎりが
Sure.
う。やっとの思いでこぎつけた本番の日ですから。ララちゃん、早速準備を。
その前にお隣さんに
そうでした。お引っ越しの時に学んだはずなのに。
I assume our neighbor is going to be the girl in the glasses, the Momo? I forgot her name already. Or the guy that's like made a bet with Arue. I don't think that's going to be him. He's going to just show up at some point probably. But I think like it might be that girl. Let's see. Both neighboring spaces seems to be occupied by girls. Okay. Though she become more outgoing, Arue had yet to get used to talking to members of the opposite sex, which made this development convenient for her.
おはようございます。今日はよろしくお願いします。
Okay. Hey, what's up with that bitch? She actually hired cosplayer to man her booth? Huh. I bet she's desperate because she sold less than me during the winter comic get. Yeah. God damn it. Wow. So salty. I don't think you want to talk to her.
気を取り直して左隣の人。
Okay, that quick glance while fidgeting with her smartphone. Okay, so that's not the character that we know. That's some random girls. Okay. Oh hi, fidgeting with her smartphone.
人かこいつら
Oh my god.
こら、ララちゃん。
だってなんかそっけない
きっと忙しいんだよ。
Nah.
そうですよね。私たちも準備で忙しくなりますし、お互い様ですよね。始まってないのに疲れてきちゃった。
Yeah, these two are like, damn.
同人即売会ってこんな空気。
Rose sat down on her chair with a sigh, and then a whole mountain of books came crushing down onto her desk.
書物の配置を実行
Okay.
早速ありがとうございます。積極的に手伝ってくれる友達が一緒でよ。
Did you just brought like all of them here? Wasn't like like 500?
何？この真っ黒な表紙の本、私のじゃないですけど。
Oh, that's even something else. Wait, what?
これは黒の書。
Why you brought what? Arue, that like Arara, that's not helping. What do you mean?
ポイズンパルスの研究内容、世界統括者の打倒策、果ては人類滅亡という最悪のシナリオを迎えてしまった際のサバイバル術をまとめ
Wait,
た
that's
入魂の書。
that's not a convention for science books. What? Ah,
この日のために超頑張った。同胞は
uh,
なんかの聞き間違いよ。しっかりしてあるね。
yeah.
だって今日は私のデビュー戦。
世界の真実に震えろと。
What the hell? Oh my god, she have access to Arue Winter. That's bad. They're big and shaking.
ドラの花に行った日、アルエの目を覚ますってアララが先に帰ったでしょ。あの日からアルエに内緒で本を書いてたんだって。
いや、何勝手に頑張っちゃって。
同胞に迷惑はかけない。ここで黒の書を販売させてくれるだけでいい。
ダメに決まってるじゃないですか。こんな中二病丸出しの恥の押し売りブックを置いたら世界観ぶっ壊れます。
Yeah, imagine this next to doujins.
アルエ、私からもお願い。
努力への評価で全てが許されるのは小学生までです。だいたい事後報告前提で製本なんて情報倫理ぶっ壊れたパクリ業者ですか。ララちゃんも子供じゃないんだから。
Aww.
今回だけですからね。次にほうれん草なしで先走ったらお尻ペンペンの件に処しますからね。
寛容な処遇に感謝する。
アルエは漫画、アララは研究ノートか。
Aww.
私も何か書いてみたいな。
I wonder like if it's going to be like Arara just like sell bunch of like her like grimoires because they are ridiculous probably. And Arue is going to sell nothing. And she's going to blame Arara. Is this like where we are going? I don't think like we're going that way because we are way past of like fighting against each other basically. But who knows?
小色さんが早速邪気眼ブックに影響を及ぼされて。
It was finally time for them to put everything on display. However, big newcomers with only 2 individual works to sell, they don't have all that much to do. They first spread cloth across the 90 centimeter table space they had. That's the... Okay, so that's like a normal table, almost. Yeah, okay. Meter and a half, yeah, sure. So it's basically that. Like, okay, like this space, basically. Like, around the, like, half of this. Then they placed some price tags at the front and piled the books up behind them. More experienced groups would also hang up some posters on the walls behind them, but Roy hadn't prepared one. In other words, this was one thing they didn't have to bother with. Groups offering products related to games and music had various demonstrations, playing on laptops, but things like that had little to do with Roy. Some participants even had original figures based on their own works, but that was definitely not something Aru would have even considered.
結果、漫画を平積みにしただけで準備完了。
It took them a whole 3 minutes. The only thing left to do was to wait for the grand opening, but that was still ways off.
同胞、あららおしっこ漏れそう。
Okay. Then just go?
じゃないですか。それは報告いりませんから。
Yeah.
トイレ行ってきてください。
無理。場所がわからない。
Oh.
どうやらここで果てる運命のよう。
Say a prayer for me. Why you waited so long?
私が一緒に探してあげる。
すみません、お願いします。私はここで荷物見てます。
同行を許可する。子分よ、存分に働け。
任せて。探し物は得意なんだ。
The two joined hands and took off to find the bathroom.
あの子、本当に私とダメなんだよね。
Ara was left all alone. Her registration had already been taken care of. She basically had nothing else to do but wait. Wait out the 1 hour and 30 minutes that were still left before the con's opening. But there was nothing to do. No one around would speak to her. With all the being manga artists, they must have had tons of common topics to discuss. Also, if like Arara and Koiro like would be here like when they come back, like Arue could like just go around and just talk to people that like waiting basically, like hey, just come and check my books and stuff. Of course, like she doesn't have courage for this, but like you know, a little bit of advertisement. But she couldn't bring herself to strike up the conversation, and frankly, no one looked like they wanted to talk to anyone either.
なんか、
Yeah.
肩透かしだな。
To tell the truth, I was secretly looking forward to having a good heart-to-heart with her like-minded peers. Sure, they had a pretty passionate conversation on manga with Monami. Yeah, Monami, okay. And she felt she could have even more heated debates with the people in here. But this was the correct way. Everyone here was potential rival. There was no need for them to get along. She suddenly spotted the group on the other side of the pathway. Is that Monami?
モナミさん。
Yep, okay.
アルエさん。すみません、挨拶遅れちゃいました。モナミさんが迎えに配置されてるって今気づいたので。アルエさん、お迎えさんだったんですね。私も全然気づきませんでした。
I mean,
偶然が続きますね。
in a sense, like Monami can help Arue as well. Like, if someone buy like her books, right? And like, it's not like people like here are going to just buy one thing. They're going to buy like a lot of stuff, right? At least like most of them. So she can just be like, hey, you know what? Like, check the manga that my friend there is making. Like, it's her first time here, and yeah. It looks like it's a good manga, so let's go and check it. Like we can like diverse like the crowd from Monami to Arue. After they buy her her books, because she doesn't want to lose money, of course, as well. So yeah.
そうだ。これ？これってモナミさんの新刊ですよね。それはご挨拶代わりに差し上げます。
Nice.
っていうことです。
Are we going to give her one too?
そっか、新刊の交換。
Okay.
お待たせしました。これわざわざすみません。わあ、すごく可愛い絵柄ですね。モナミさん、
They are.
私の何倍もうまいって当たり前ですよね。さすがプロの道具。
It's subjective.
感じです。
It depends. Like some people like one art style and doesn't like the other one.
いいえ、私なんてまたそんな謙遜しちゃっても。いえ、本当に
Oh my god, these two.
やることなすこと。平凡なんて技術だけじゃなくて漫画に対する愛が伝わる絵だと思います。アルエさんだってすごいと思います。4年前の私じゃ今のアルエさんくらいの安定感はありませんでしたから。
Oh my god.
パスって美味しいのって思ってたくらいです。それが本当な
These two. These two.
進化を遂げたんだろう。
And with that, Monami began telling her personal story of improvement. Okay.
私も覚えたての
Oh my god, she's going to talk for 5 hours again.
でも3点通しで書いてましたけど、実は2点通しで十分説得力を出すコツがあって。手入れは陰影の表現はストップ。
Yeah.
モナミさん、ちょい
We don't have time for this.
ためになるお話をありがとうございました。
Aro had been drained of stamina way before the con even started. At the same time, listening to Monami helped ease her tension a bit.
止めちゃってすみません。楽しかったです。
こちらこそお互いたくさん売れるよう頑張りましょうね。
カイトです。
They exchanged smiles. And then? The 84th Moon Creation Festival is now officially opening its doors. Please enjoy your stay. Let's go.
始まっちゃった。
アルエさん、そこの通路、当然で。
Wait, what? What do you mean? What the generator? Wait, what? The earth rumbled. Wait, what's going on? And then it rumbled again. Aru felt like she's been hearing this sound a lot lately. And something bad would happen every time she did. But as she was busy ruminating on that... Whoa! Oh my god, this is just rumbling because all of the otakus just like rushed in. Okay, I see. What the fuck? Out of the way! Die! Oh my god, that like... She just got like... taken with the flow of people. Aru got swept up by the stream of wildly stamping nerds. The raging mass like a sea in the stormy weather. Okay, please don't run. For the love of God, stop running. Excuse me? I wasn't running. First wave dash. It sure looked like the impromptu race walking competition though. The nerds in the lead all took off like a rocket, maximizing the speed, pressure and the propulsion power. The very moment they began, they ceased being individuals, having merged with the collective consciousness of the stomping snake. Okay. As for the destination... Okay.
どうにか出られた。
You should go back to your stand. People will like... steal stuff. If it's not occupied, probably. Probably not. I would assume, but because like they would like lose points in the seals and stuff, and this is Japan as well, so yeah. But still, yeah, go back to your stand so you can like sell stuff actually. If you actually know where it is, because you probably just got lost. Aru wiped the sweat of her brow and looked around.
すごい人の数。特にあそこ。
Okay,
どうなってるの？
so there's someone famous. An insane line was forming near the shutter doors leading to the delivery chute, confining to a narrow space between two walls. The line itself was so long you couldn't see the end of it, or rather, it just developed into chaotic tug of war somewhere down in the middle. It wasn't something an inherently curious Chuusotsu could simply ignore, oh yeah. Ro had no idea what they were selling there, but she wanted to cool up herself.
ダメダメ。自分のスペースに戻らなきゃいけないんだから。
Yeah, good call.
けど、
Yeah, okay.
サークル名を確かめるくらい。
That's not going to be quick. Aru took a peek at the booth, but that turned out to be a painful miscalculation. Is this the guy that draw hentai? That's my bad with her. Isn't it the guy? The group leader broke the wolfish grin the moment he spotted Aru and proceeded to approach her. Yep, okay, that's the guy. Oh my god, yep, that's... Okay, Goro, that's his name. My. If it isn't old no seal Sally in the flesh.
あなたは。
My apologies, I believe some introductions are in order. In fact, we haven't even exchanged group names, have we? That said, I'm sure you know who I am. I suppose it doesn't really matter.
私は別に挨拶に来たわけじゃ。
What? Are you serious? Well, that's a bummer. And I was even going to give you a free copy of my brand new work.
変わらず嫌な顔。
Yes. Yo, Mr. Kolo, hit me up with the usual patch of your latest. Appreciate your business. Appreciate the business. You there? Hand him a box of new issues. Apologies for making you do this every time, and thanks. Wow, he's like in business with scalpels. Are you serious? Holy shit. Wow. One hand washes the other, right? Lol. Oh, and I think we'll be all sold out by 1 o'clock, so expect me at your booth around 3, lol. Roger. Hey, you sure never get tired of it, huh, Mr. Goro? Shady business, that's what it is. He's one of my regulars. Oi? Are you implying I shouldn't be generous with my friends? Shame on you. We're all here to have fun, so try not to make me blow my fuse, okay? Speaking of which, do you remember our promise? Goro's reptilian eyes cast a menacing look at Aru's lower body. Jesus. Or could it be that you're ready to throw in the towel? I got caught up in the swarm of the fanboys and ended up here by accident. She couldn't say it out loud, of course. If she had the overwhelming difference between their achievements, would have been squashed her confidence before the actual battle even began. It would have been like admitting that people without seals really were hopeless. Research, you say? Huh. Well, if you say so. Then let's hear your opinion on my humble booth. It was quite clearly the finest booth in the whole place. The amount he made from sales must have been mind-boggling. But admitting it would have only been given Goro even more ammunition to hurt Aru's feelings. She knew that. Is that so? That's too bad. For information, I do enjoy being praised. Yeah, we know. But if that's how things are, I suppose I can give the piece of advice as a senior, consider it a freebie. Readers always judge and evaluate creators. If you have someone else to manage your booth, I'd recommend spending a day inspecting other groups, just to see what the competition doing to boost their sales. Yeah, okay. Like we heard like from that one girl from next to her, like someone is like manning the booth with the cosplayer basically and stuff. Yeah. Because the musky aroma of travel-worn feet yield a most exquisite taste. Jesus. What the hell? Run away, Aruha. The metabolism of younger people sure is something else, which means more delicious sweat for me. Wait, what the fuck? I'm unparalleled armpit fetishist myself, but not even that can compare to Goro passion for the body odors. What is this? Who made this? Why it's so random? We're all like-minded gentlemen here. Each and every one of us is a proud pioneer of hentai culture. Yeah, they are cultured. Alright. Oh my god. Awesome. Tear. Goro tore the front of his shirt open, revealing his chest. What's going on? Why? The acidic scent, which had been relatively faint until now, hit Arwe in the face like a brick. What the fuck? What are you smelling on my otaku pheromones? Okay, why? Otaku pheromones are special secretions produced indoors by the high-class otaku to be released outdoors. It's a biologically active substance that functions to keep other parties away, especially when staying in long lines for extended period of times. From Otapedia. That's too much. Help. Send me help. What the fuck? Yeah, go away. Like, just go to your booth already. Jesus. I have enough of Goro. Arue made a hasty retreat while holding her breath.
どこへ行っていたですん、同胞。宴はもう始まって。
アルエ、どうしたの？
やっと息ができる。
She was not breathing up until now.
潜水の練習か。
やだ。小色さん。絶対本を売りますよ。
Yeah.
うん
That is quiz first. Ice burning with a fierce determination. We can always use Arara mind blowing thing. What did they say in the future? A victory against Goro? A chance to restore her pride after being deceased to hell and back? Or perhaps both? Okay, I wonder if I can still make it to 175th booth on time. So I guess like 175th is the Goro one, because everyone's talking about this. They printed shitloads of issues, relax. Chica idol. Oh, I think I took a wrong turn. Agemasu's booth was the other way. This is Unit 1, I have retrieved all. People kept coming and going, squeezing through nigh impenetrable crowds to get where they wanted to be. A great number of them actually passed by our booth too. Mostly because it happened to be the way to the more popular artists. It was pure chaos, like a packed train in India. As a result, stopping even for the short while came with the intense feeling of guilt. Okay, thank you very much.
お隣の人売れた。
隣のお姉さん調子が出てきたみたいだ
Some customers even began approaching booths like they were about to brave a storm. Yeah. You're not really standing out with your booth, so yeah. People not even like talking about you, basically. Around. Really like something that would like make at least like some kind of like rumor going on around. Like Monami could help us, as I said. And those that finished shopping promptly jumped back into the endless stream of people. Also, yeah, like how Monami is doing, I wonder. On the other booth next to Arue, On seems to be in the similar situation. Hey, hello, how's business today? Oh, hi, thanks for stopping by. Judging from the line, I think it should start picking up at around 11. I mean, we are people's third or fourth stop at best. Oh, sad but true. Can't really blame them though. Even I went to the wall first.
所定は壁
I guess like most popular ones and expensive booths are at the wall.
最初に回るのは人気の高い壁サークルってことですよ。
つまり同胞は二の次ということか。はい面白い。
ゲーム感覚で人様の意識をホイホイ乗っ取らないでください。
You will never know. It has been over an hour since the opening of the event. For no-name groups like Marisugawa Chika though, this would mark the beginning of the real battle. If so, was this really the time to be sitting idly by, minding her own business? This wasn't just some bookstore. She was trying her luck on the free market and the land of the equal opportunity. Naru understood that she needs something to attract attention, but...
あらら私たちも手伝おう
へえ呼び込みとかあららのキャラじゃない。
Wow.
けどあららの本を読んでくれる人もいる
Okay, bait her with the grimoire thing, okay.
もう小色さんも還元がうまくなった。
小色さん
Having successfully convinced Arara, Koiro gave Arue a thumbs up and smiled. Koiro had always put others before herself. It was in her nature, so even when she offered to take over for Arue, there was no ulterior motive to play whatsoever.
時に小色さんや言い出したからには先陣を切ってくれるのでしょ。心意気やよし。あららと同胞は後ろから見ていよう。
Arara were supposed also to go.
そうだ
Let's see.
周りの人の真似してみよう
I don't... Okay, sure, you can try, but I don't think that's a good idea.
新刊あります
Exactly.
新刊あります
Yeah, but you are new, so selling new issues is Yeah, it's your first issue basically. Seriously?
新刊ありま
That's so nostalgic. Let's go over there.
本気そういえば教官も言ってた。相手に自分の熱を
Okay.
伝えるときは
I'm waiting for your meaningful gaze.
目で語るものだって。
Kairo Santi closed her eyes. Her expression remained calm, like that of the monk, deeper in prayer. The world was literal darkness, but even in the darkest of places, there would always be light. Kairo imagined herself grasping those mysterious and sparse particles scattered around the cosmos. Okay. She opened her eyes and... Huh? What's up? Nothing, just... I felt something stung my back. Okay. Kairo turned around. She saw countless unfamiliar faces and turns backs, but... through the gaps between that never-ending cavalcade of nerds... Yes? The net bent like a bow, freezing in place. Hey, what's wrong? You can stop in a place like this? Hey. No, you can't expect me to strip naked in front of the people, no. What's going on? Do you have some different power? What's going on? Overwhelmed by the turbulent crowd, he turned into the human football and was kicked away out of the sight. What's going on?
新刊ありますって言っただけなのに。
I'm scared now. Koiro, how did you, like, look at that guy? What the hell?
忘れてましたけど、小色さんはパッと見は
Okay.
の方っぽいですからね。
She squinted her eyes, I see.
眼力で致死レベルだったんでしょう。
Oh my god.
学生時代にトラウマ級の業を背負っていたに違い。そこの御人。
Are you talking about me? A man with the bandage around his right hand stopped in front of the booth. Oh, they have something in common. They have both bandages on the hand.
我が渾身の作、黒の書の購入を許可する。
What are you talking about? Who are you?
この黒の書はグリモワールに近い性質を持っている。
Huh? What? But that can be. The man clashed his hand and staggered backwards like he was enduring intense pain. Oh my god, she found the niche. You don't tell me you knew I was the illegitimate child born from the dark Opart Irdenia. What the fuck? Of the king of the... Okay. Born from the illegitimate child born from the dark Opart Idrenia. Of the king of the third layer of the underworld. Babylon chaotic Sir Gaylord III. Who's coming up with these names? Whom he had exiled. Oh, this is not the end. Okay. Whom he exiled the Abyss Etredius, the Were Demon Dominus Andrivisky. What the fuck? He revealed his backstory with the unstoppable barrage of terminology.
知らなかった。
What the hell?
信じてる？
ませんし、ダンダラリア・アンチャイスキーよ。今こそこの書を開き、内なる心霊パワーに覚醒し、
Wow.
世界統括者打倒の道を歩む時。
Arara actually sold the grimoire by her own, like, writing. Holy shit. The word dominator.
様も知っていよう。ポイズンパルスを使い、世界の混沌を目論む。ほら、ここを見る。アララの研究では、ポイズンパルスは人間の脳波を変化させ。
Okay, it's...
しかし、案ずるな。地獄騎士、トランポリンアン
Okay.
これを読み、来るべき世界崩壊の時に備え。そして今日この時からは、世界統括者の
I think you might have just scared your client. Yeah, just don't think. I think now... this person is like... Yeah, she's just crazy. You know, I'm good. Yeah, okay.
なぜ怖い。
Well, I'm sorry, I've got somewhere else to go, so...
相続者
God damn it. You were so close to sell it.
あれ
Why do I play dead, putting her face in her desk?
私は他人、私は他人、私は他人、私は他人。
情報が真っ赤になっている。
Wow.
世界ど
私は他人。
I mean, it will spread some rumors around the convention, so maybe people will come and like to check it at least.
恥ずかしかった。
あらら。後で私にも黒の書。
ダメ、絶対。恥ずかしい闇色に染められちゃいますから。
Darkest shade of cringe.
アララは救世主なので神聖なホワイトが好み。
コールタールより真っ黒な表紙ですけど。
Yeah.
あるえ楽しそう。
こんな漫才してる。もう苦手とか言ってるパワー。
Alright, take a deep breath.
あ
Translation with selling new issues. Yep.
れでくれりゃい。
Yep, she cannot speak under the pressure. Please come and see. That was probably the most epic way to fumble one's words.
あるえ落ち着いて。
Think of those people at potatoes.
みんなじゃがいもだと思って。
はい。じゃがいも、じゃがいも。リブのにゃ
Okay.
もう面倒だから隣のサークルをテイムしてそこで売らせる。
関係ないとこでも噛んでる。
Yep. 40 minutes later, both neighboring groups enjoyed an almost constant stream of customers. The same went for all the other groups nearby.
私だけ。
It was 12:30 p.m. Alright, that's our last copy sold. I apologize to everyone still lined up. But keep in mind, though, that we carry goods from the other groups as well, so feel free to have a look. Edroy laughed. See, so others sell other people's stuff. So you could potentially get help from them if they will like actually agree, but I don't think they would. But you know. As Edroy glanced behind, she saw an overbearing mountain of boxes towering above her. 500 issues, yeah, like you should like make like 50 or something. 500. And they hadn't sold a single one. 500. Yep.
確か。
Yeah, now you are worrying about costs. A little bit too late, huh? RF fiddled with her calculator and revealed quite a soul-crushing number. Yep. It made her faint on the spot.
私、調子に乗ってとんでもないことを。
Because you got priced and you are Chuusotsu and you couldn't help yourself.
まだ終わったわけじゃないよ。
They convinced you to make 500 of this. It's like Star Trek. 500 cigarettes.
このまま売れなかったら、あの変態文化の体現者に、足裏の純血を捧げることに。
Yep, she fainted
か
again.
わいそうにあるえ。失神が癖にな。
ならん、それだけはなりませぬぞ。
復活も早くなってる。
Wow.
すごいや。
That was the last thing I wanted to impress others with. Aru's eyes accidentally met with Monami's, who was still working at the booth opposite of hers. She smiled and waved at her. Aru returned the gesture in kind, but before she could confirm that Monami had indeed noticed her, a random visitor blocked her view. It looked like a line was forming in front of her booth too.
モナミさんが、
Aru felt happy for her, but at the same time,
やっぱりシールがなきゃダメなのかな。
I mean, people don't even know that you don't have a seal here. So that's not an issue at all. In terms of like work quality, because they didn't even check it. You could like she could just like, you know, if she had like so many of these, she could just like give like few freebies, like walk around and give like, I don't know, like 10 of them or something around, you know, to random people. And that could like spread the rumors of like, hey, where did you get this? And it's like, yeah, that was like that one girl that had like this book up there, and I got this for free. She said it was sample, so maybe you can buy something from her. Who knows? Something like that. There are ways. She had like more of these issues than she can like do anything with them. She didn't want to think that way, but anyone who visited the event must have been a big fan of the doujin work. And Arue wanted to believe that art was different from basic amenities like food or clothing, where safety and quality dedicated the demand. However, the eyes of those people passing by, the first thing they always look at was the back of the creator's hand. Government issues doujin artist seals with more stars, the more popular its wielders become. Arrow even spotted several artists intentionally waving their hands in front of the customer as the way of showing off their ranks. Oh, okay. So I was wrong. Okay, so they actually baiting people with the seals. Okay, I see. Okay, I guess that makes sense in this world. I just still trying to think of like non-seal convenient way of like selling things. Okay, but yeah, sure. Meanwhile, there were very few people who actually picked up the work to check its quality. In other words, visitors judged the work entirely based on the seal of its creator. Readers always judge and evaluate creators. Yep. Okay. Okay, I see. Wow. Just give some of your books to Monami, she's going to sell some. Probably that wouldn't feel good to just like let others sell it, but you know. That can like convince people that hey, people without seal can actually draw a good manga. If Monami is going to be able to sell whatever she made. That's like a step for like a revolution, kinda. Arue collapsed on the top of the enormous pile of unsold books that lay scattered on her desk. It was almost 1 PM. Koiro and Arara left to take a break, but other than that, the overall situation hadn't changed to one bit since morning. Arue picked up one of her books. In her eyes, both the cover and the contents were some of the very best of her very best work. She was convinced that having a seal made a difference. In essence, she was curious about the difference in ability between someone like her and a seal holder. She received the doujins from Monami before she started the event. She was instantly impressed by the cover, but what of the contents? It was a story about some dance student who turned out to be a descendant of the ninja clan. Okay, sure. The plot generally focused on comedy. The otherwise clumsy protagonist would use his ninja skills to solve all sorts of the incidents around the school without anyone realizing it was him. A very narrative thread was neatly tied up by the finale, and the story itself was effortlessly engaging. A bit on the traditional side in terms of the plot structure, but very entertaining nonetheless.
Tadaima.
飛び出していった。
Okay.
今日の同胞は世話しない。
でも今のある絵。
漫画を売るより大切なことに気づいたのかもしれない。世界を救うために
Grind some levels.
レベル上げをしに行ったとか。
きっとレベルアップ。
モナミさん、調子はどうですか？
アルエさん。そうですね。調子はいい方だと思います。
Okay. According to her accounting memo, it looked like she sold 413 issues so far.
すごいです。私なんてまだゼロなのに。
初参加の人にはよくあることです。
It's okay if I read this for a bit.
はい。どうぞ読んで。アルエさん、よかったらこちら側に入ってください。
いいんですか？
Okay.
それじゃあ。
Once Aru had moved inside the booth, Monami pulled up a chair and urged her to sit down. Incidentally, they had actually sold another copy while Aru was busy circling around the desk.
いただいた本、 早速読ませてもらいました。
どうでした？
ミシュラン三つ星級に面白かったです。
Okay.
本当ですか？
変わり種の学園コメディとしても面白かったですけど、終盤で泣かせに来るところが王道で憎いですよね。
How do I honest impressions pour from her mouth like bullet with a machine gun? Monami continued to nod and smile while also managing her booth.
ごめんなさい。つい力が入っちゃって。でもそれくらいなんだろう。今まで好きな漫画家に面と向かって感想を言うなんて。
私も直接読者の声を聞いたのは初めてなので、とっても嬉しい。
Okay.
ネットのレビューも嬉しいですけど、ところで私もアルエさんからいただいた本を読みました。正直ちょっと意外でした。
意外ですか？
Okay. Arua tensed up. Her heart was about ready to burst.
何が意外かっていうと、
聞きたいけど聞きたくない。
アルエさんは爽やかで可愛らしい漫画を描きそうなのに、意外と
Oh wow, okay.
映像劇を描くんだなって
Okay.
思いました。
ドロドロ？あれは私のうちなる暗黒面が勝手にプロットに干渉してですね。
Okay.
違うんですよ。意外性があって面白かった。はい、すっごく面白かったです。あれってお話が続くんですよね。
Okay, nice.
今夜眠れ。
Arua fell from the chair.
すみません。テンパって
もっと自信持っていいですよ。で、上から目線で眠
Okay, but still, like, people don't want to buy it. No one giving it a chance. That's the problem.
生意気だなんてとんでもない。ふつつか者の小わっぱごときに頭なんて下げないでください。
それで漫画を読んでいて気づいたんですけど、もしかして
Oh, okay. Some similarities. Okay.
はい、大ファンです。育ての親が南越谷先生とや
っぱり私も南越谷先生に影響を受けてるのですぐ分かっ
モナミさんも南越谷先生リス
そうなんですよ。ほら、ここのコマはあの漫画
Okay. Monami pointed out the very noticeable mannerism on the small panel. A message that would only resonate with those who knew the original. A hidden display of admiration aimed at the author she respected. Nice, a little Easter eggs. Needless to say, it resonated with Aru as well. After all, they were both fans of the same person. And they both wanted to bring back a now anachronistic type of expression. Their aim wasn't to force their own values on others, forgetting criticism and exclusivity. They simply wanted to make use of things they adored as a way to connect with people they loved. That was why Aru and Monami got along so well. To a third party, it might seem like the pair of otaku just doing otaku stuff, but even still, to them, this was extremely rare, almost once in a lifetime opportunity.
こんなに話が合う人って初めてかも。
私もです。今までこんな機会なかったし。でも本音を言うと、ますますモナミさんが羨ましくなっていたりして。
私が？
漫画愛はどっこいどっこいだと自負してますけど、モナミさんにはそれを上手に表現して人様に注目してもらえるシールがあるじゃない。なんて半分冗談ですけどね。モナミさんの漫画への情熱はビシバシ感じますし、努力も人一倍してるんでしょうから。
そう。
Okay. Monami face clouded over. Oh, wait. Is the thing that she bought in the beginning... Oh my god, is she using fake seal every time? Is she buying fake seal? Is she Chuusotsu as well? Is she buying fake seal before every committed? Like Comic-Con basically? To sell stuff? Is she really Chuusotsu? I mean, it's possible, we still don't know what the thing is that she bought, but she's like fidgeting and stuff like this. So maybe? She decided to do something that Arue didn't.
私は漫画が好きだから
Okay.
漫画を読んでもらえないことが。
And that's why you bought the seal, huh? I assume. I think like this is going to be the plot twist. Like she's going, like the seal is going to peel off or something, or she's going to tell her. Arue could tell Monami had anxieties of her own, but she couldn't understand why. Monami sold over 400 copies of her work in just a few hours. It made little sense for her to worry about no one reading her work. It just didn't add up. What was Arue supposed to do in this situation? The answer was simple. It was a lesson that she learned back when she was looping through the same week over and over again.
大丈夫ですよ、モナミさん。
Arue grabbed Monami's right hand with both of her own.
だってもうすでに400部以上も売れてるじゃないですか。誰も読んでくれないなんてこと。
It all happened in an instant. Oh my god, she have a fake seal. Something glided down to the ground between Arue and Monami hands. Yep, okay. Oh wow, okay. I knew it. Arue slowly pulled her hand back, almost as she was trying to not disturb a tower of cards. Monami's right hand had been revealed, along with the seal that had the glasses motif on it.
メガネショップの店員シールです。
Oh! So you are not Chuusotsu, but you do have different job. You have different seal. Okay. So you cover the seal with something else. Okay. Aroe's brain refused to process what she just seen. But there was no denying to concrete proof before her very eyes. All she could do was stare at the doujin artist seal, or rather, the fake lying on the big side floor. Yep, okay. See, Arue, that's the proof. You don't need to have doujin artists to sell stuff. I mean, you need to sell because people will judge you by this. But the quality of your work doesn't require you to have a seal of the artist. So she is following her dreams. That's nice, okay. And now we have a backstory for Monami, I think. But yeah, I think like I will leave this for the next episode. So yeah, we finished the arc, I would say. I don't know if this is one episode or two or more, but yeah. Thank you for watching, and yeah, I like where this second part of Chuusotsu is going. Like still showing up, like, you know, to not judge the person by the cover, basically. And to like just follow your dreams and like just work for whatever you want to do, instead of like being oppressed by everyone else. But yeah, anyway, thank you for watching. I will see you in the next one. Click the like button if you liked the episode, subscribe for more, check my Discord, and become a member if you would like to support me and see episodes earlier. Thank you once again, and for Pocket Watch, let's get out.